So you're born in the ocean. You've got 8 arms, no bones, 3 hearts, a brain in each limb, skin that changes color, and the ability to escape from anything, even a locked jar. Sounds like a superhero origin story, right? Wrong. Being born as an octopus is like being a genius who dies stupid. This is the tragic, beautiful, and absolutely bonkers life of one of the smartest, yet most cursed creatures on Earth. Let's dive in. Octopuses are insanely smart. They can solve puzzles, use tools, play games, and even recognize human faces. But here's the twist. All that intelligence is completely wasted. Why? Because an octopus lives for like 2 years. Imagine being a baby Einstein, and just when you're finally figuring out how to open a coconut or play chess, you explode after mating. Yeah, that's real. Let's talk about sex, octopus style. First, the male rips off one of his arms. That arm is full of sperm. He then gives that arm to the female and swims away to die. That's it. That's the whole Tinder date. The female? Oh, she gets worse. She fertilizes her eggs, guards them for months, doesn't eat, slowly starves, then dies right as they hatch. Octopus motherhood, proudly brought to you by depression and self-sacrifice. Octopuses have 9 brains, 1 main brain and a mini brain in each arm. That means each arm can think, feel, and move independently, which sounds cool until you realize they're basically a horror movie of sentient spaghetti. And they're constantly fighting each other. Yes, an octopus's arms sometimes steal food from each other. It's like being trapped in a group project with yourself. They have 3 hearts. 1 pumps blood to the body, 2 pump blood to the gills. But guess what? 1 heart literally stops beating when they swim. So the act of swimming, a basic survival function, makes them more tired. Imagine if you collapsed every time you jogged because your heart took a lunch break. Evolution, you're drunk. They can change color, shape, and even texture in milliseconds. They can impersonate rocks, coral, sea snakes, and even other fish. But despite being this walking special effects studio, they're also completely alone. No packs, no family, no friends. Octopuses are hardcore introverts who live solo, vibe solo, and die solo. So you're out there lonely, brilliant, stylish, and still gonna get eaten by a shark. Dolphins think you're a snack. Seals, whales, sharks, even humans love calamari. Some predators literally play with octopuses before eating them, just tossing them like beach balls while the octopus is internally screaming. You might escape once, twice, but eventually you're sushi. Fun fact, octopuses can squeeze through holes the size of a coin. Still doesn't save them from a hungry sea lion with a grudge. Depending on the species, after mating, octopuses go through senescence. Translation, your body basically gives up. You stop eating, lose motor control, your body decays while you're alive, and sometimes you eat your own arms. Imagine becoming so done with life that you snack on yourself while slowly melting into ocean dirt. In South Korea, octopus is eaten alive. Not raw, alive. They chop you up, serve your still wiggling arms, and those arms, they can stick inside people's throats and choke them from the grave. Imagine dying a tragic, lonely death only for your arm to take revenge on a TikTok food blogger. Some call it justice, others call it a choking hazard with suction cups. Octopuses don't build homes, they steal them. You'll find them squatting in abandoned shells, broken beer bottles, PVC pipes, trash, a literal boot one time. If Oscar the Grouch lived underwater, he'd be your landlord. You're a genius, couch surfing through coral reef slums. Peak brain, 0 rent stability. Think you're a weird octopus? Meet your cousins. The Dumble octopus, like a sad floating Pokemon that gave up. The blanket octopus can detach parts of its body like a haunted flag. The blue-ringed octopus glows, stings, and kills, and is the size of a chicken nugget. Your family tree is less National Geographic and more Lovecraft fan fiction. Octopuses shed skin on their suckers, not dramatically like snakes, more like emotional croissants. You leave little bits of yourself everywhere you go. Why? Because you're soft. Because you're fragile. Because you're the ocean's anxious, exfoliating blob. And somehow, you still don't qualify for sea creature therapy. So, let's recap. You're smarter than most dogs, you're stylish, flexible, and secretly terrifying. And your reward for all this evolutionary greatness? 2 years of lonely genius, 1 awkward mating, then death. Octopuses are the tragic poets of the sea, the tortured artists, the overachievers with no time to live. Honestly, it sucks to be born as an octopus. But hey, you still get to punch fish out of pure spite. Yeah, they do that. Just punch them. No reason. If you enjoyed this existential seafood roller coaster, drop a like an octopus fleeing from commitment. Subscribe for more contents like this and comment below.